space to launch it. Let's do this, guys. Are you ready? Oh! Woohoo! I let the car shift that time. I forgot that when you're in launch control, it will shift for you at red line. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Unlockable Character. We have a nighttime POV drive for you today. We are going to be going from Atlanta up to Cumming. Currently we have all the comfort settings on. The valves are closed. We'll probably be able to open it up over here. So valves are now closed. We're in rear wheel drive mode. I'm just gonna try and preview this shot for you guys really quickly. Make sure it still looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good, guys. Closing in on both sides, that's always fun. Oh shit. Those drivers up there blocked him, I think. Trying to get on his way. Car is crazy, guys. I'm about to put some eye drops in. My eyes are so dry right now, guys. Jeez. Oh, man. Sometimes when I wear my contacts all day, my eyes dry out. It gets really annoying at night, you can barely see. Of course, we gotta be able to see out here right now. I'll put some more air in my tires. Man, that thing's got a big screen on it. Maybe that's an iPad on the bike there, guys. Looks kind of nice. And there he goes. That thing clean as hell. Streets are not really well lit, so you got to be careful. Sometimes people even walk up here. My eyes feel a lot better after I put those eye drops in, guys. We get some tunnel action coming up. It's a beautiful summer night. It's 78 degrees. Ooh. Oh. You cannot tell me that doesn't sound good, guys. Had some road pirates on the other side, huh, guys? Thank you to everyone on Waze who keeps us safe from the road pirates, alerts us to their presence. A lot of construction going on 400 these days. Guys, the seatbelt is so tight now that it actually makes a sound over the seat as it rubs against it. You can pass the seatbelt through the open section of the carbon bucket seats, which is pretty cool, and that way it doesn't make a sound. I'll do that next time, so you can hear a little creaking in the background probably. I put some more air in the tires. It's 37 in the back, 38 in the front right now. That's just driving on the street. Gives you a little bit more, you know, cushion, I would say, and gives you better fuel mileage. If you lower it down to like 30 or 32, you know, you'll get better traction, but it's all right. I'm not trying to get the fastest speed right now. Looks like there's 2 cops ahead, so we're gonna see what's going on. turn the purple off. See where they're at. They might even be closing one of the lanes down. Let's see. Oh, they're on that side. A lot of late night construction, guys. That's why they're out here. Put it in all-wheel drive with the burbles on. Might be some more up ahead, so let's see. I don't see any of them, but see if we should take it easy for right now. Definitely needs some more street lights, guys. See if this is an Isle of Man green LCI X5M. I can tell it's a shade of green, but I just can't tell what it is. It looks sick. It might be the LCI with the new tail lights and everything. Looks gorgeous. I think it has the new headlights too, guys. He's stuck in the left lane though. Just chilling there. like we have some more police ahead, guys. They are out tonight, huh? That's alright. We ain't street racing, we're just getting the car washed. We got that 340 or the 330 with the laser lights behind us. That's pretty cool. For everyone complaining that the 4 Series, you know, the 440, the 430 gets the laser taillights, the 3 Series, it already had the laser headlights, you know what I mean? So did the 4 Series, so why wouldn't they get the laser taillights? That's the LCI 4 Series. And if you're looking for like a sick all-around car, why wouldn't you get an LCI 440i Xdrive with the B58 engine? It's such a good car. There we go, guys. See, that NPC went into the lane where the police car was, which makes no sense, and then he got out of the lane again. We got an Altima or a Sentra pulled over, not surprising. You can get pulled over if you don't get over to the next lane, you know, away from the officer, so just remember that, guys. And sometimes they pull traps down the highway where a cop car will be in front of the cop car that's pulled over someone, and if they see anyone stay in that lane, they'll pull you over. And they just keep doing that down the highway, so you gotta be careful. Nothing better than a nighttime drive by yourself, you know. You can just relax, take it all in. Shouldn't be any rain tonight. It's perfect, 78 degrees, it's beautiful. And as a car guy, when your tire pressures are also perfect, there's nothing better than that. Looked like one of the lane markers was in the middle of the lane. That was interesting. But as you can tell, there's no street lights here. Look at that van. I wonder what that thing is. You'd be surprised, guys, that North Georgia, like Gwinnett, which isn't really North Georgia, Gwinnett is still like Atlanta, but Forsyth, if you go up 400, there's apparently a lot of just like drug cartel activity up here and human trafficking. It's crazy. Just never know what's around, guys. While we're chilling, let's go through the ambient lighting, guys. I know you guys like to see that. I'm gonna turn up the interior brightness. There you go. That's as bright as it goes. See what you guys like. That's yellow. It's not really a favorite of mine. Coral. Flamingo. I used to rock flamingo, but now that I have that custom red, I just rock the red. The white is super clean. It's super bright too. Turquoise. That looks beautiful. Emerald. Rose. Azure. That looks gorgeous. Yeah, I could rock Azure for sure. That's a really calming light, calming color. But we go back to that custom red, which is set on the ivory. And I'll turn this brightness back down because it's super bright. Pop this back on when we're done with the car wash and we're coming back to Atlanta, guys. I want to save the battery. All right, Unlockable Character fam, we made it to the car wash for this late night POV drive. While we're in here, we can talk about a few of the camera options. So you can see I have the front facing camera on. With the Parking Assistant Plus package, you get a 360 camera and it is so cool. There's a 3D view. You can go around the whole car. I just wish it had the gold calipers for the carbon ceramic brakes, but it does have the laser taillights, which looks super sick. It doesn't have the Xdrive badge on the left side, which the US cars have, but I actually debadged my car. But it's super cool to put the 3D camera on. It also doesn't have the carbon bucket seats and the red interior. I wonder if there's like a specific 3D model for every type of car, you know? I don't think there is, but like to have your perfectly spec'd car would be really nice to see. So other than the 3D view, you get a car wash view, which lines up your car with the tracks of the car wash. I never go on those types of car washes because I always feel like something's gonna happen if you go on a car wash like that, you know what I mean? Trying to get as much slack on this seatbelt as possible. I have it going through the actual seat here because when I put it around the normal way, it actually makes a ton of noise as it scrapes against the seat. I don't know why that is, but it is more comfortable the normal way, so we'll keep it that way. But yeah, guys, we'll get some more POV nighttime footage on the way back. And there's a ton of cops out right now, so we'll just be chilling, do a chilled nighttime drive, and then when we get to Atlanta, we can open it up a little bit more. Look how close that thing is. This is a completely touchless car wash, and it does a great job. So let's see, what else do we got in here? Settings. Sound if parking space detected. That's pretty funny. Don't really need that. Cross traffic alert. That's pretty important if cars coming behind you. PDC activation. If you're approaching an obstacle at low speed, it'll automatically turn on the parking sensors. Emergency braking in the rear. So I actually have that turned off, but might be a good one if you have family, like little kids, and you're backing out of your driveway. You can have the panorama view turn on at specific points based on GPS locations, and you could set that in the map. That's pretty cool. And then I don't think you can adjust these for right now, which is the parking guidelines and the obstacle marking. I have the AC off while I'm in here, and then, you know, once the air dryer turns on, I put it back on. So we'll put that on. GoPro doesn't overheat. I have the valves closed, but we can open them. Turn off the burble. Put the parking cameras back on so we can see how easy it is to get out of here. Look how clear that is once the cameras are cleaned up. Looks beautiful. All right, guys, here we go. Put our turn signal on so no one in the other bay comes out at the same time, hopefully. Actually, it's closed right now, the automatic non-touchless bay, so no one else should be here. It's midnight, guys. Midnight in Atlanta. little bit of that water off. We didn't get the light, but that's all right. Get the map back on. Looks like this police officer right in front of us. That should be good. Close the valves up then. What I can do is put this thing back into just regular, you know, normal road mode, or I'll just put it in. Yeah, I'll put it in road mode for you guys, so you can see that all changes, and we can get Apple Maps on this main screen here while we run Waze on this screen. Just get as much info as possible, guys. It's pretty cool. Apple Maps is just so detailed, it's unbelievable. Like, they actually have trees rendered in 3D when you zoom in close enough. And you guys will hear just how quiet it is with the valves closed in comfort mode. You can barely hear a thing. And the shifts are still so fast though. That's the number one thing about this ZF 8-speed is low speed shifting, unlike the previous generation with the dual clutch transmission. It's so smooth. Like, you barely even notice that the car is shifting, and that's the way it should be in a luxury sports car. Now, the ZF 8-speed in the M3 and the M4 does have what's called the M shift logic, so that there's 3 shifting speeds. And when you're in the full comfort settings, it's the lowest shifting speed, but it still shifts really fast. It's just, it doesn't give you any of that kind of jarring kickback when it's on the fastest shift speed setting. And the craziest thing is, because the drive logic for the shifter is actually on the shifter itself, there's a plus, or I should say an up arrow and a down arrow. You can be driving in, you know, first gear and manually put it on the lowest shift speed setting, shift up to second, then put it into the second fastest shift speed setting, you know, shift into third, and then put it into even the fastest shift speed setting and shift into fourth, all manually by yourself. And that level of control is just insane, and you don't see that on other cars. I would say on the road today around the Atlanta area, worst drivers would probably be the Nissan Altimas, followed by Toyota Priuses and Teslas like the Model 3. And then U-Haul trucks. They're just really scary to be driving next to, because people normally, you know, they don't usually drive a U-Haul truck, or someone who's never driven a truck before or been in a platform like that is suddenly driving a truck. And they don't generally check their mirrors that well, you know, in my experience. So you have to be super careful when you're around people in U-Haul trucks. So the police have been up and down 400 all night. There's probably some cops on the other side now. When I was coming up, they were on this side. And I saw a Nissan Altima or Sentra pulled over. No surprise. So after the U-Haul truck, I'd probably say Dodge Chargers are some pretty terrible drivers in the Atlanta area. The Scat Packs especially. I think if you're dealing with someone who has a Hellcat, they can generally, you know, do well with it, but Scat Packs, man, they are monsters on the road in terms of being like just a menace. And apart from that, just like the big ass lifted trucks, especially when they're rolling coal, like that's crazy, you know what I mean? Oh, there you go, he's got one. There's another car right there. And I'm telling you, like, you need to get over. So if a cop has pulled someone over, you need to be in the furthest lane away so that you give them enough space. Must be a revenue generating opportunity right now. there's like a bottle in the road there and like a brown paper bag, so I just tried to avoid that. Good old Waze giving us all the info. Apple Maps giving us turn by turn. It's the way to do it. And with the heads-up display, that also changes in the different drive modes. So now that we're in the road mode, you can get a lot of information. Like, I'm just going through my my music app on my iPhone, so you'll see all the tracks. Those are songs that I've actually downloaded onto my phone, which is really cool. The heads-up display is huge, and you can see so much information. It's crazy. When you have Apple Maps running, you will get the turn-by-turn on the heads-up display too, which is really cool. And guys, how quiet is it, right? Like, it feels like a stock car. It has the OEM CS suspension tuning, which is a software flash. It's completely lowered, maximum low on the Cobra height adjustable kit. Has the SPL front bump steer adjustable outer tie rods, the SPL race rear toe arm links. We have a track alignment on the car with -3 degrees of camber in the back, and I think some camber in the front. I need camber plates at the front to get more camber, but still, it drives like a dream, guys. You could cruise on the highway like this and literally be so relaxed. And yes, this is a pretty smooth, you know, driving surface, but still, you know, I'm trying to avoid some of the larger potholes on 400. I think I know where they are. There's one right in the middle lane there. That's why I moved over. And they're getting worse, guys. They're getting bigger. There's a lot of them in the left lane too. Now we can get back over. Yeah, look at that, guys. It looks like they are on Buford Highway right now, all the police. So hopefully you're enjoying this really chill POV cruise, midnight cruise to the car wash and back. I know a lot of you guys requested it. And if I have Apple Maps here and Waze here, I can also back out and go to my main screen to see a lot more information. So here I can get the boost, and I believe this is the engine oil temperature. It might be the water temperature, actually. This is the water temperature. The engine oil temperature is there. I have the tire pressures up, and then what song is playing. I also have, you can have the factory navigation here, the setup, so you can see we're in the comfort settings for everything. The time and date, it's 12:26 a.m. guys in Atlanta, 74 degrees. It is beautiful. You can see just how fast the system is. I clicked it and boom, the app loaded. Looks like there might be some thunderstorms later, so we want to get home before that. Every day for the past 2 weeks it's been raining. It's been crazy. Tell me that if there's any other car where you can have Waze and Apple Maps going at the same time, because I've never seen anything like it, you know what I mean? So, +1 for BMW on that one, guys. Alright, when we get closer to Atlanta, I'll turn this back on. Alright guys, let's go. Alright guys, we can open it up a little bit. Right here is pretty uneven, so we won't go fast just yet. There's that bump. Another one right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, guys, it seemed like Forsyth County was up and at it today. We are just crossing back into Fulton County, so got the burbles on. We're in 4-wheel drive sport, M1, full sport settings except for the suspension and steering. Sounding really nice. Still taking it a little bit easy. Did want to hear the exhaust a little bit though. You know the car wanted that, guys. You know the car wanted that. White Honda in that lane has been pushing it, and I think we got a bike ahead, so let's see what we can do out here, guys. What type of bike that is. Let's see if he took off. Such a beautiful night, guys. 77 degrees. Guys, if you're ever feeling lost in life, like, you know, you feel like you're in the forest and you don't know where to go, best piece of advice I could give you is, you know, just do what you can that's in front of you. And if that means just getting up, making your bed, going for a walk, you know, making yourself something to eat, walking your dog, and you don't know what to do, doing nothing is worse than doing something. And the best thing you can do is just do what's in front of you. Tonight, me and my girlfriend went to go see Twisters, and it was a great movie about tornado chasing. We were gonna go see Deadpool versus Wolverine, but the theater was packed. We have the Regal Movie Pass, so we can see, you know, all these movies for free, but you still have to pick seats, and there were like no seats available. But Twisters was such a good movie, and it really is about facing your fears. And even if you know, a few years ago were trying to do something big, and something didn't go the way that you wanted it to, if you let that hold you back for the rest of your life, you know, you're never going to get to where you would deserve to be, you know, where you should have ended up. And so small things, you know, can really make you lose your mojo. Sometimes it's big things. For car guys, it could be a speeding ticket, it could be a car crash. But if you let that define you, you know, you'll lose the joy in just driving. And that could be said for many things in life. If you're a scientist and you have one experiment that doesn't go as planned, that shouldn't make you, you know, withdraw from your passion and make it so you stop trying. Yeah, maybe it takes, you know, a few days, maybe a week, maybe a few weeks to get back on your feet, to get back to where you wanted to. But if you let that one misstep hold you back, you know, you're really preventing yourself from becoming the best version of yourself in anything that you do. And remember, everything you want is already inside of you. It's just waiting to be unleashed on the world. And the more you hold back, the more you prevent yourself from being the best version of yourself, you're actually just giving in to negative forces that are external. And then you're consuming those negative forces and you're internalizing them, and you're spiraling. You're not battling against yourself to bring the best version of yourself out. So remember, it's all, you can unlock all of that. It's all within you already. Let's see if this Porsche gets pulled over for speeding past that truck while Waze says there's cops ahead. He did. He sped right past him. That's too funny. What's coming up, guys? Our favorite tunnel. That's Buckhead, looking majestic on a beautiful summer night. Good, guys, that was good. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. If there's space in the tunnel, guys, we will launch it in the tunnel, all right? That should be a lot of fun. Space to launch it. Let's do this, guys. Are you ready? Oh! Woohoo! I let the car shift that time. I forgot that when you're in launch control, it will shift for you at red line. was fun, guys. See if that Honda is still here. The Atlanta Hall of Fame, guys. This Honda right here. Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. We are gonna get out and do a nice walk around of the car in a pretty sick spot. So to get to the spot, we have to come around. Brand new steel plate here, that's good. so gotta be careful. And here is the spot, guys, that I want to take a quick pic.